everybody, it's your girl, the NFL Chick from the NFLChick.com and the SportsFanJournal.com. It is finally football season. Hallelujah, tabernacle. I am so glad that football has finally returned, and I know that you are as well. First off, let me give a shout out to my Baltimore Orioles, who just won another series in New York against the Yankees and now are 2 games back from first place. We don't want a wild card. We want a title. So I am so happy that my Orioles are finally competitive again. It's been 15 years and I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time. I'm going to celebrate even though this is a football blog, damn it. So congratulations to my Baltimore Orioles for keeping it competitive and for winning the division title, because I'm speaking it into existence. Okay, so everybody's been asking me about football season. What's my predictions for the 2012 season? Who do I think is going to win? I could have tweeted about it. I could have written an article, but I figured I'd blog because this face belongs on the tizzy. So let me give you my 2012 predictions for the NFL season. Now, first, let me just say I'm not going to sit here and count 1, 2, 3, 4 in the division, because who cares after number 1? All we care about is who's going to win the division, because they're going to the playoffs, right? So that's all I'm going to give you. We don't need to do all the counting. It's too much work. Let's start with the NFC East, because that's where the Super Bowl champions, New York Giants, come from. And I am picking the Giants to defend that title simply because Eli Manning is now at a new level that I don't think we really seen before, even in 2007 when they won the Super Bowl. I'm picking the Giants because I don't trust the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line, and I don't know if the Cowboys are actually going to stay healthy long enough to keep up with the Giants. So I'm picking the New York Giants to represent again in the NFC East. In the NFC North, I'm picking the Green Bay Packers because the Packers are the Packers. I think that they're the team to beat in that division. Chicago is looking good. Detroit is obviously on the come up, but I think that Green Bay is still the team to beat in that division. And the pickup of Cedric Benson was huge in my opinion, so I'm picking the Packers to go in that division once again. In the NFC South, I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons because, hey, listen, New Orleans, they're going through a whole lot with Bounty Gate, and I do think that New Orleans will do well, but I think at this point it's time for Matty Ice and the Atlanta Falcons to take their game to the next level. I fully expect them to do that. I think this is finally the year that they win a playoff game. I surely hope so, because I got 2 points jokes for days and I can go on for years as long as they don't win a playoff game. So I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons to win the NFC South. And finally, in the NFC West, I'm picking the 49ers to go ahead and take that division over because it's terrible. Seattle is going through some changes, and I congratulate Russell Wilson for getting the starting job, but we don't know what they're going to do. Arizona, I mean, really. Kevin Kolb is a joke. And the Rams, no, I just don't see it happening. So I'm picking the 49ers and that defense and those good special teams to continue to go to the NFC West. Okay, let's do the AFC. In the AFC East, I don't think that this is a question. The New England Patriots are who we thought they were. They're still going to be great. The Puppet Master, a.k.a. Bill Belichick, is still one of the greatest coaches in NFL history. He's still the coach of that team. And Tom Brady is still the quarterback for that team. So as long as those two are together, I fully expect them to do damage for as long as they can. In the AFC North, I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals, and I think a lot of people found that surprising because I am a Ravens fan. But listen, the Bengals are one of the youngest teams in the league, and they have a great defense. I love Andy Dalton. I love A.J. Green. I think that they can do some serious damage in this division because it's getting older with the Ravens and the Steelers. The Browns just aren't ready to compete yet, so I have the Cincinnati Bengals winning the AFC North. In the AFC South, I'm picking the Texans because the Titans, the Colts, and especially not the Jags, are not better than them at this point. Matt Schaub is inconsistent at times, but he has Arian Foster and he has Andre Johnson. So those are the 2 guys that I fully expect to carry that team. For my AFC West pick, I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs to win the division. And let me tell you why. I get that Peyton Manning is in Denver, and that's fine. But we don't know how long he's going to play. He also plays a tough schedule, which includes the AFC North, which we know is very hard on defense. So I'm not sure what he's going to do. San Diego is always going to be San Diego as long as they have Norv Turner. And I just don't like the way Carson Palmer looks in Oakland. He's inconsistent. I like Kansas City Chiefs with the return of Jamal Charles, the return of Eric Berry. I know that Matt Castle, a lot of people don't care too much for him, but I think that in this system with Romeo Crennel now as the head coach, they can do pretty good, and they can do damage in that division and once again be AFC West champions. Okay, so I gave you the division winners, but what about the wild cards, right? Because you got to have 2 wild cards. Okay, so let's break it down. I picked the Giants, the Packers, the Falcons, and the 49ers. Wild card number 1 goes to the Chicago Bears. Wild card number 2 goes to the New Orleans Saints because they're still the Saints as long as they have Drew Brees. All right, with the AFC, I gave you the Patriots, the Bengals, the Texans, and the Chiefs. I got wild card number 1, my Baltimore Ravens, and wild card number 2, Pittsburgh Steelers, because until anybody else can say that they can beat those 2 guys outside of the rest of the teams that I picked to win, they'll get in again. Once again, the AFC North, I have 3 teams in the playoffs. All right, let's get the conference championship games. I'm picking a rematch of a couple years ago, division rivals, the Green Bay Packers against the Chicago Bears in Lambeau Field. I do love the Bears. I want to pick them so bad to go to the Super Bowl as my dark horse pick, but I can't find myself to really do it because I still don't trust that offensive line. I am picking the Green Bay Packers to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. In the AFC, I'm picking the Houston Texans against my Baltimore Ravens to represent the AFC Championship game. I still don't trust Matt Schaub. He can make some silly plays when it really boils down to it when people need him the most. So I'm picking my Baltimore Ravens to finally get over the hump and make it to the Super Bowl. I think that the Baltimore Ravens offense is ready to take it to another level. The defense is going to slide back a little bit because of all the changes, but I think the offense is ready to carry this team, and I fully expect them to. So that leads the Packers and the Ravens in the Super Bowl. And I'm not going to have a biased pick. I want to pick the Ravens so bad, but I'm picking the Green Bay Packers to win the Super Bowl. Once again, my heart is going to be broken.
Why does it hurt so bad?
Oh, Lord Jesus, why we can't win the Super Bowl, Lord? I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired.
But I keep crying when I don't love you.
But I've become accustomed to it. Ask Billy Cundiff and Lee Evans, have I become accustomed to it? So there you have it, guys. My picks for the 2012 NFL season. I hope you guys enjoy and have a blast. I am ready to get the games going and let football begin.